Hello, good morning everyone. This is Shiva from Soundbox Irrigation Design Services. So today we are going to discuss about subsurface drip irrigation system. So this is almost similar to the surface drip irrigation system, and it has some advantages over the surface irrigation system. So hope you will enjoy this topic. If you have any doubts, please don't hesitate to ask me. So let's get into the topic. So I just want to introduce about the subsurface irrigation. It's a low pressure. We know that comparing to the sprinkler irrigation system, drip irrigation system has a very low. It needs very low pressure. We doesn't need 40 psi or 50 psi. It will operate under the 10 psi. Okay, and it has a high efficiency comparing to the sprinkler irrigation system. It has uh, very high efficiency. If sprinkler is between 70 to 80%, then it will come over. Then the efficiency of the drip system comes over the 90%. So it's actually good to use. Good to use with water conservation. And generally, what drip tube is buried under the land. Um, so that we call this as a subsurface drip irrigation system. So whenever we are laying the tube over the on the land, so we call that a surface irrigation drip irrigation system. So this is suitable for arid, semi-arid, hot region where the uh, rainfall is very low and wind areas. So we are not able to, we don't able to supply water in the targeted areas if the wind condition is higher in sprinkler irrigation system. So that, and it is also, we need, it is also good for sandy type soil. So it saves lot of water, so automatically it will save you cost as well and improves yield. So if you improve the yield, automatically it will, the return of investment will be very higher. So it reduces the evaporation loss whenever you are applying water over the field. It actually, there is lot of water has been evaporated. So that water we need to supply, otherwise we will not meet the crop water requirement. And one more thing is we will not have the weed problems, like unwanted plants will not come in subsurface drip irrigation system. And if we are not applying water over the plants, if you are not applying water over the plants, like if you are applying water at the leaves, it will induce the uh, disease in the particular crops. So this will be avoided if you are using the drip irrigation system, especially subsurface drip irrigation system. So generally components. So this is moreover similar to the uh, surface drip irrigation system. As we know, we need water source, and from water source we need to pump the water from the water source. Next, backflow preventer to prevent the backflow of water. Next, injector, which is used to supply the fertilizers through the drip irrigation, and filters, which is mandatory. Otherwise, the emitters will get clogged due to the debris present inside in the water source. And valves, which is used to control the flow, and main lines and sub main lines. This is laterals, which we normally say tubing, drip irrigation tube. So these are the main components we are we need to use in drip irrigation system. If you want to automate the system, we need to use solenoid valve in the place of we need to use solenoid valve in the place of normal valves. And at the same time, we need to use controllers if you want to use, if you want to convert the system into automatic automation. And yeah, one more thing, installation. So this is the major difference comparing to the uh, other compared to the surface drip irrigation system. We know this, we are just trenching this area and we are just laying these tubes uh, below the soils. After that, we will bury these tubes with the soils we have digged earlier. Okay, so generally the tubes are inserted below the soil surface using an attachment pulley by a tractor. We can install these with the by making this trench, or also we can install directly with the help of the tractor by inserting some pulleys inside the soil. The placement of vary from 6 to 24 inches. We can install up to 6 to 24. It depends upon the rooting depth of each plants, and also types of soil as well. So laying tape or tube higher the profile depends on capital action. So we know that whenever we are supplying water, some water gets moved upward. It's called capillary action or wickability. So some soils such as sandy or gravel soil do not wick moisture evenly because it has more spores, more gaps between the solid particles. So uh, whenever we are using sandy soils, we need to use like we need to use very dripper to dripper space should be very limited, very smaller. Like we need to use dripper in the every of 2 feet in distance. If we are using clay soil which has low infiltration and higher capillary action, we can use higher spacing of emitters, like up to 10 feet. We can use yeah, single emitter per 10 feet. So it depends upon the soil conditions. So we need to refer this with the proper manufacturing data, manufacturer's manual. So as no, if we have advantages, we will also have a drawbacks as well in every things in the world. So subsurface irrigation is an under the surface. So if you want to repair the tubes, it will be a conversion process. Like we need to dig the tube again, and also it will troubleshooting the where the problem has occurred. It will also be difficult because if the tubes are below the soil, so we cannot able to see where the problem has occurred. So another drawback is that if the emitter is plugged, we cannot. It's not noticeable until the plants are wilted. So and one more thing is a rodent. If we are installing these tubes below the soil, we know it will the some rodents like mice or snakes, something will damage the root, damage the tubes. So that will cause a lot of damages and will cost us the lot of water as well. So clogging is also not ready to happen. So we need to use the acid solution to remove the cloggings present in the like precipitations. Some has precipitation has occurred when the pH was higher. So we need to do this acid treatment to remove that cloggings. So and one more thing is cost and languability. So the subsurface it need in generally drip irrigation system needs a higher investment, and cost will vary due to the water source, water quality, infiltration needs. Yeah, everything it vary depends upon this. And system cost, including installations, may range from 2,000 USD to 4,000 USD per acre. So it's pretty higher, but the return of investment will be very higher. So we can go with this. So life expectancy is considered to be 12 to 15 years. So if we have maintained the system properly, we can it will last up to 20 years as well. So these are the things we need to uh, remember, keep in mind whenever we are using subsurface drip irrigation system. And we don't need to install any. We don't need to remove the drip tubes once the season has completed. We can just pass the tractors over the field if the drip tubes has been inserted below the soil, so it will not obstruct the agricultural machineries to go over the lands. So, so these are the advantages of drip irrigation, subsurface drip irrigation system. So we will join the new session tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So if you have any doubts regarding this topic, please kindly ask me. So as of now, thank you. We are Soundbox Irrigation Design Services. Bye bye.